What we've done is we've hired VAs, but we haven't hired, and I think this is a big mistake for a lot of people. They hire one VA that they think can do it all. And they're an expert in PPC, and they're an expert here, and they're an expert over there, when they know nothing. They have to be trained, or they know something a little bit about Amazon, but they're not everything. So what we've done is a little bit different. We'll go out and we'll hire an expert that can do PPC, an expert that might be able to do Facebook ads. And there's a lot of them, but they're not all full time. We bring them on as we do have full time project managers, but then we have experts in their field. And we find out that, hey, they should be training us, not us training them with the limited knowledge that we know.
It's funny that you bring this up because I just wrote an article about Jamie J, who runs Bottleneck Distant Assistants, and he is $1 million one-person business. I remember interviewing him for Forbes, and he was at about 300,000 in revenue, and he had that agency with the virtual assistants, and another one that was it was called Slapshot Studios. It was a creative agency that did website design and that sort of thing. And he got very good at using the virtual assistants in the Slapshot Studios business. And he picked up a lot of ideas about, how to document your processes, how to set it up so that clients have a single point of contact. He would have one VA manage the project and then decide which virtual assistant should get certain legs of the project. So maybe one VA handles graphic design, another one handles SEO, etc. But the client would only deal with the one person who's like the front man or woman for the band. And he just wrote a book called Quit Repeating Yourself, where he documented what he does exactly. It just came out. It's on Amazon, and it's very good. It really it shows exactly how to do that, because it's not uncommon to not know how to do it and to just hire that single one. But a lot of times it's you really do need a team, but you need more of a fractional team. You don't need everybody to be full time, because you can then end up with like $30,000 a month in costs if you have all these people on retainer or they're all on payroll, and then your business will be unsustainable. So it's figuring out through experimenting, through assigning projects, how much time you actually need with them. A lot of them will work a la carte on just what you need at first. And then you'll say, hey, I'm working with Elaine at least 10 hours every week. So maybe it makes sense to create a more formal arrangement. That in Tiny Business, Big Money, what I looked at is businesses that either have formed a more extended permanent team of freelancers, or they have hired people like traditional employees who are on payroll, because that's really hard for people, I think, who have been in a one-person business. How do you manage them? How do you hold on to all the freedoms of being in a one-person business when you now have a team that's waiting to get instructions from you? And you want to be a digital nomad and just cut out and do your thing. And so it was really, really interesting to talk to the entrepreneurs in the book about how they put the systems in place. And I think there's a progression where first they start with automation, because it's easier somehow to give up certain tasks to a Calendly app or schedule once than to an assistant sometimes, if you're used to doing everything yourself. And then maybe they'll outsource to like a bench accounting or somewhere like that, to their bookkeeping, something that kind of takes time and has to be maintained. And there's sort of a price if you don't do it, where tax time comes and your books are in disarray. And now what do you do? And then they'll finally reach a point where they say, I have to bring in a person, who's more of a team member. And often it is a VA at first.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's customer service with e-commerce, I found, in terms of the first people that they hire. And then they figure out how to meet, really. And the old school way is having some sort of a team meeting every week. Maybe it's a Zoom meeting now in the pandemic, or maybe it was a standing in-person meeting, that kind of thing. What I found was some of them don't have meetings. They manage everybody on Slack. And they might have some core people that they communicate with very frequently. And then if there's a sort of one-off freelancer, writing one article for the company website or something, maybe that would be handled by email or a phone call or a WhatsApp call or whatever tools they use, on an ad hoc basis. And that seems to work for them. They like it. They're able to manage $1 million businesses that way.
Yeah.
Everybody in the new book is $1 million business, but they have teams, and that's the difference. Because there just are some businesses that they can't be optimized with just one person. The first book, by the way, has teams too, but they're a little looser. It was a little earlier in the trend, and my thinking about this evolved that there's sort of a dividing line with these businesses where they decide, I'm going to stay very boutique-y and small, and I really don't want to go above a certain number of people. It's not a magic number, but they just sort of know the feel of the business that they want. And then others reach an inflection point where they say, all right, I want to take this thing as far as it can go, or maybe as far as it can go before I sell it at the 5-year mark or whatever mark they've set. And that's the book. The second book is more about those businesses, the ones that really committed to more of a scaling, but not the full tilt scaling that you'd see in a traditional scale up.
Right.
That's going to be a middle market size company.
So before we go any further, I want to talk about the giveaway because it's very unique. We've never really we haven't offered anything like this before. Do you want to just talk a little bit about that, the giveaway for today?
Sure. Well, in the work that I do, I'm a journalist, but I'm also a ghostwriter, and I've helped a lot of people write entrepreneurship books. A lot of people reach out to me on LinkedIn and ask me, would my idea be a good book? How would I turn it into a book? And so what I'm offering is a free 1-hour session with me to talk about your book idea in confidence and help you assess whether or not you should go ahead with your book idea, and then tell you a little bit about the different ways that you can actually write a book. There's not one method for it, but there are several depending on whether you want to self-publish or commercially publish, and I can take you through that as well.
That's so unique, and it's so important because if you talk to a lot of really well-known Amazon sellers, they've got books published. And what's the first thing about a book? You're an authority. I love talking about authority equals trust equals sales. And by having a book on Amazon, and you're selling a product and you're the go-to person, what a really great idea. So thank you for that. So anybody who's interested in this giveaway, it's hashtag Wheel of Kelsey. And if you'd like to get a second entry in, it would be just tag 2 people. We're also going to be giving away in North America a mug. So one of our lunch with we should get one with lunch with Kelsey with one whisker, but it's a lunch with Norm mug. So if you're interested, just mug club. I think that's what we were using. Hashtag mug club.
Hashtag mug club. Norm, you can show it off a little bit too. I think you're using it today.
Sorry. There we go.
Oh, that's nice.
There we go. The mug.
I like it.
So that's what you'll be receiving. So anybody who's interested in that, hashtag mug.
Lunch with Noom.